What's up, guys? Today we're going to play a little Imoti in Historic Brawl. Very popular commander. One that turns all your 6 mana and greater spells into spells that have Cascade. So if you cast a Ulamog, that has Cascade, but the kicker is you can also then Cascade into something like this, Mockery of Nature, for 9 mana, which also has Cascade, and then you can Cascade down into a 7 mana spell, which can Cascade down into a 6 mana spell, which also has Cascade and can hit something, for less mana. So since all your spells have Cascade, when you cast something really big, it actually can cause multiple Cascade triggers. So the point of, or the game plan for this deck is to basically ramp into Imoti, get it out on the field, start playing big stuff. And then as far as win con, the general win con is just, Simic value engine, right? But if we get Paradox engine down, then every time we Cascade, which is a cast trigger, since Cascade is casting for 0 mana, we untap all of our non-land permanents. So can be pretty fun. And basically ramp into Imoti and do Simic things. That's the whole deck. Hopefully we can showcase that. Imoti. So like I said, we're trying to ramp into Imoti, so we're looking for hands that have, obviously our, mana, but ramp, and then maybe like one removal effect or one counter spell just to ensure that we keep Imoti on the field. Because our opponents are going to try to remove Imoti every chance they get. Sarkin. I think this is this a Dragon Planeswalker? Yeah. Dragon cards in your hand perpetually gain. The spell costs 1 less to cast, and you may pay X rather than pay the spell's mana cost, where X is its mana value. Conjure card. Okay. So dragon deck. We have ramp, so we can counter it on the way down. I think this is a keeper. It has everything I just talked about. It has lands, ramp, and an ability to counter their commander. Dragons are typically very expensive, so if we can keep this cost reduction from happening, that would be good. We'll cycle Lorien Revealed. Island cycle. Oops. We already have Breeding Pool, so I'm not... Maybe we're just grabbing a basic here. I'm not sure if we have another... Yeah, we don't have another island. Like a dual island. Okay. We're not ramping here. We're really trying to make sure that we can counter their commander. Because they're going to want to slam it here. Will they do it into 3 open mana? That's also a good target to counter. Since it's a mono red deck, I think we have to. Yeah, I think we have to. We can commit their commander. Let's bluff like we have a counterspell. Make them sweat a little bit. Resolves.
Look at the open sky. That's where true freedom lies.
Right now we don't have anything that can cascade with Imoti. But I don't think... I mean, they might have... It's mono red, so they might have like a 1 damage spell, but I think we're here to do what the deck does. I mean, we could commit and then have memory later on. So we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So this is 5 of the 7. We could do this, still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana up. I think we do this, and then we commit their
Sun in the sky, brine
commander.
in the skin. Great day to fight.
We probably should have done that in their upkeep, or after their draw step. That was a mistake, but that's okay. Doing it in their draw, or after they draw their card, would make it take longer for them to get it back if they choose to put it, you know, second from the top. They might just put in command, which is totally fine, but then it's going to cost more. It's going to cost 6 on the way back down. So most people will just tuck this. They're really thinking about it, though. We'll just pass. We don't need to untap anything. Doesn't help us at all. I mean, we could just play this out, but I'd rather have the forest. Yeah.
Hey!
That's good. It's not going at our commander, so we like that. Yeah.
Just gonna slip away.
Okay. I don't think this will shuffle their commander in their deck anymore. I think if it gets shuffled, they have the option to. Well, I mean we might want to just do it though, honestly. Yeah, because then it makes their commander cost more. So I think this is the right play. Oh, did it shuffle their commander to their deck? It did. Oh, I thought they changed the rule on that. Oh, okay. Well, that changes everything. Let's get a flyer down because they're gonna have flyers. I see. So if they choose to put their commander in their deck, then the rule is if the deck gets shuffled, their commander gets shuffled too. But they have the option of when it's put in the deck to put it back to command. Got it. How many counters does this need? 7. I got. Is it instant and sorceries or is it non-creature? I think it's instant and sorceries. Oh, this does reach. That's funny. No blocks. I'll save that for later. So next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, never mind. We'll have 7. This comes down untapped, so 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we still ramp here because they just have so much removal. And we really got them behind the ball because their commander shuffled in their deck. So they're probably never going to draw it again. So yeah, let's just ramp. Doesn't really matter here. Throw Spiral, draw a card. Put a land on the battlefield, into the north. Sure. I think we can do whenever enchanted forest. If I had done that better, I could have placed out Paradise Druid, but that's okay. Okay, so next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll have enough to do Imoti and Karn's Temporal Sundering. And hopefully we cascade into something good. Okay, we have double blue. We'll put this back into their... Yeah, we'll take it. That would have been a good card. Yeah, we'll take 3 cards. Thank you. Extra turn and 3 cards. Sounds good to me. Oh, that ain't it. Look at the top 5 cards. You may reveal a creature or a land card. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Doing the thing. Opponent says good game. We're going to keep the Jwari up, just in case they try to play this guy again. They don't have a land. Okay. Do you have a 5-mana spell you'd like to play? Dang. Oh, I attacked with this. I couldn't do it anyway. I don't really care about the 4 damage. And they scoop. Yeah. What will we done next turn? Probably... Do we have enough in the graveyard? Yeah, we have plenty. Uro. Draw a card. See where that takes us. There's Paradox Engine right there. Yep. You got to see Imoti go off. It's not that hard to do. You just cast something with, 9 mana, and that cascades into an 8 mana, which cascades into a 7 mana. Not all the time, but most of the time. Let's open this pack. Why not? Cool. This might be good to put in the deck. All right. Let's keep going. couple blunders that game. I mean, we still pretty much won convincingly, but you know, I think if I had played a little bit better, we could have been even more dominant. This is gonna be a tough one. Niv Mizzet is a tough commander. Ramp and big spells. This is a forest cycling, so we could go get a blue source. Yeah, I think we keep. We're on the draw. Oh, we got a blue source. Okay. Maybe we keep this then. Because this is a 6-mana spell. Play Guardian Idol because it comes in tapped. Would you like to counter that? Sure. We still might cycle this. Oracle of the Alpha. Okay. Puts the Power 9 in their deck. Super fair and balanced card, as all alchemy cards are. I think we got to keep up on lands. Look at the breeding pool. Since this is both a forest and an island. Okay, we can stop drawing lands though, deck. We could just sad time warp into another turn. I don't know if that's the play. They're gonna have Niv Mizzet next turn, theoretically, with this treasure. I think we got a sad time warp just to get back on track. Now they could counter this, but that's okay with us. They choose not to. That is also a good card. Seek. Yeah, that's a great card. We should, if they slam Niv Mizzet here, we should do that. I'd like to have Imoti down and do this, but I don't think we have that kind of time. Opponent's gonna scry. They may not have a land, or they may be afraid that we have counter magic. Let's see what they do to this. They could counter it. Yep. That's okay. We can still play this. Is this instant? No, it's a sorcery. We could play this. We really want to do this before Niv Mizzet comes down, because every time... What is it? Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, you draw a card. Okay, so it doesn't trigger off me drawing cards. I thought for some reason it was whenever I drew a card, it dealt 1 damage. Whenever you draw a card, it deals. Okay. So definitely don't target them with this. If they have another counter, it is what it is. But we got to get the counters out of their hands somehow. Looks like they do have another counter. Nope. Maybe not. That's a lot of land. Yeah. We don't have time for you. So we'll do it like that. Shark Typhoon's a good draw. Seems like they don't have a counter spell. Scry 1. We got to make this next turn count because they are tapped low. So what do we do in this turn? We might want to slam Shark Typhoon. That's a really hard card for them to deal with. We can put down another island. That way we have 2 mana in case they have Spell Pierce. I think this is the play. Yep, no counter magic. And then let's explore. That's fine. We're going to have to find an answer to Niv Mizzet, but this helps us get flyers to block it. I think I'd rather have the forests with this. Playing it as a 1/1 doesn't really do anything. So this next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to abrade my shark. This is only non-creature spells, right? Yeah. Non-creature spells. It might have been a better plan to cycle this in response to Niv Mizzet attacking. Oh, I think we're dead here. If we're not dead, though, I think we're dead. Because that's 7 damage plus 7. So all they need is 1. Yeah, they got it. They got it. Niv Mizzet is a very, very difficult commander to deal with. It definitely helps when you have the power 9 put right in the top 3 cards of your deck. I'm looking at you, Wizards. There definitely seems to be an oddly high draw rate if you play the Oracle of the Alpha and you put power 9 cards in your deck. It seems like there's an oddly high rate of those ending up in your first couple of cards. Like at least your top 10. And it seems very very on purpose. Very on purpose to me. That's all I'll say. Are we playing Sauron? Oof. This is another really good commander. I'm going to make a video on him soon. We do have the counter spell, and we have the mana for it. They go first, but we have ramp as well. I think this is a keep. We have ramp. We have a way to answer their commander. Tap land first. We need more green. We have an island in our hand. We only have 1 green source. Discard a card. Well, this is the furthest away from being relevant, so we'll discard that. Discard an additional card. Target opponent discards a card, then they may discard an additional card. If they don't, conjure a duplicate of a random card. Let's discard Guardian Idol. It's a little slow when we have Migration Path. Ah! Wrecked. What does this do? Sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn they're gonna have mana. Wow. Well, 2 could play at that game. Let's do it. Do it. Slam your commander. Come on, you know you want to. It's just harmless little 4 mana. Okay. Sure. We can have a staring match, that's fine. More green. Your go. Yeah. Yeah. You had to do it. Okay, now that puts Sauron really far away because they have to pay, what, 8 mana for it now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I mean, they could play it next turn if they want, but this is good. I think we get out Imoti. Gives us a Cascade trigger. Yes, please. Would you like to counter one of them? Do you have a wash away? You do have a wash away. That's fine. You're gonna, if you have a land, no land. That's good for us. I'm surprised they didn't try to draw with Mind Stone or something, but I guess countering my commander's a good play. I mean, I counter their commander. Fair is fair, right? Cool. What do we do here? This draws us a card. We draw a card, and this would 3 or greater. No. This would draw us a card, though. So let's just do it. So we could Cascade here. We could also attack. Would you like to block? Didn't think so. I don't want to cast anything first because that would give him a orc to jump with. Although this has trample, but still. Unfortunately, we're going to have to start giving them orcs. Oh, Vorinclex keeps... Oh no, opponent! Vorinclex doesn't allow counters to go on permanents my opponent controls, so every time it creates an army, it's a 0/0, and it can't put the counter on. Oh, that's hilarious. I never thought about Vorinclex. How it interacts with the... Yeah! Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Vorinclex is such a good card. I feel like every time I play that, I learn something new. Like, oh, that's right. It doubles, you know, Planeswalkers' loyalty when they enter the battlefield. It, you know, it prevents armies from getting counters on them. That's hilarious. I guess if they also played, like, some of those like Hydras that come in, they're 0/0s, but they get X counters on them, like those couldn't. Or I guess it's because it's half as many counters. So they would end up with half as many, but if they did like, you know, 1, it would enter as a 0/0. We're playing a Shaya. So this is also mono green ramp. Probably into Eldrazi and things of that sort. This is a good hand. We go first as well. Turn to explore. Or Growth Spiral. What's Growth Spiral? Yeah, let's Growth Spiral. That doesn't really matter, but Growth Spiral is the mana cost is a little bit trickier than Explore. So just in case there's a turn later where we don't have a blue and a green open, it's a little bit more optimal to do it this way. We don't have a land, so I think Cultivate is the play here. I think we need 2 green, right? Because we have 3 blue sources, yeah. Okay. So this is add 1, add 1. So they got 4 mana, we got 5 mana. Shaya. So this turns all their creatures into lands. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands. So now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although even though, you know, these were already adding mana, but any creature they play in the future is also a land. And then this gets buffed by all lands you control. It's a very good card. I wish we drew a land. We're gonna take 6 next turn at least. I think we got to put this down. It's a bummer because it's not really optimal. We could have put down a couple ramp creatures or you know, 1 ramp creature and explored, maybe hit a land. But this is just going to keep us in the game against this deck. And we might as well do it while we have 25 life. Ugh, take 8, take 9. Now would be a really good time to draw one of our creature enchantment cards that turn them into creatures with no abilities. Oh! They got us. They got us. I'm not sure there's a way out of this, but if there is a way out of this, it's through Imoti against mono green. Sure. It's about as good of a hit as we could have gotten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I think they got us here. We'll do one more draw step, but I don't see a way out of this. What does Thespian Stage do again? Becomes a copy of target land. Is that a, yeah. You know, I think we block here to get the Kenris transformation off of our commander. Because we don't really have a lot of ways to get rid of enchantments and stuff. I mean, we do through creatures like this guy, but I'm not going to be able to cast that for a while. We could Imoti again. They obviously don't want me to have it. Yep. Oh! Oh my goodness, I just declined. Oh. Well, it's... Oh my goodness. I could have really used that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. Why? Brain, why? Why, brain? Classic MTG arena punt. Yeah, that'll do it. Thankfully, Field of the Dead is not legal anymore, because Primeval Titan with Field of the Dead would be ridiculous. But this is still a very good card, especially in a monocolored deck. Ah, they're gonna hit their invasion. That gives me a turn. That gives me a turn to get out of this. Time Warps a card. Could I draw some land, please? Could I draw some land? I don't think we have a choice but to play... Yeah, I think that's our play. That's our best play. And, but that's not gonna... Merge 7. Or merge 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it wants me to play it for 3 mana. No, that ain't gonna do anything. I don't think we have a way out of this. Yeah, I think that's GG. If I had not punted away the Mind Stone, we would be able to cast it. Still not sure that would have gotten us out of that. Man. It's okay. Shake it off. Shake it off. On to the next one. Chilane. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Seems good. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Seems broken. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Oh yeah, that's a fair and balanced card. Another Eldraine special. Alright, they go first. This doesn't really have any effect in this game. It's all creatures. I think this is a null. Okay, they really want the Immortal Sun in my hand. This is better though. We have ramp. I mean, I guess it is a 6 mana spell, so keep. Should we hold this up for Chilane? Probably. I'm gonna hold this for the forests. Yeah. Might as well go get Breeding Pool. Man, people just have all the artifact and enchantment removal now. That's alright. We can still counter their commander if they... Because they only have 4 mana, so next turn they're only going to have 5. And they're going to want to play their commander. We'll do this tapped and pass. Nothing suspicious here. Play your commander, do it. You know you want to. Smart. Play around the counterspell. Let's get a land out of our deck. Is there anything in our graveyard we're going to get back? I guess we could get back the Arcane Signet. Sure. Maybe it should have been an island because I have 2 forests, but it's all good. We can do this at instant speed, so why don't we just see what they do. There is a world where they play something first and then play Chillane, but I don't think so. I think our window on countering it is past. They have 6 mana, right? Or do they have more? 4 or more creatures. They're going to attack first. Okay. So these now make 2 each. 4, 5, 6. Resolve. Resolve. We definitely should have been islands because these are forests. Okay. Kiora Best to See God. I mean, it's what we came here to do. Might as well do it. Sure. It has to be a forest, right? Easy. Take action. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn we can play Kiora Best to See God, and if they play Chillane, we can steal it from them on chapter 3. They could still... Oh, my goodness. Opponent! Wait. Oh, they misclicked. Well, we will take it. We will take that. Woo! I mean, we misclicked earlier this video, so I guess we were, you know, karma came through on that one. We were owed a misclick. Yeah, they're gonna just bounce this and destroy the... Oh no, they're gonna destroy... Why wouldn't you destroy this? I guess they could still do it, huh? They could just keep... Yeah. Seems good. But you still have a hexproof 8/8 that you can't get through, so... It was still very much worth it to play that. You know, I think we just Immortal Sun. We gotta keep up with the opponent. Although I guess they can just blow it up. I keep forgetting. Nope. Yeah, blow it up. Do your thing. But if they're wasting all their mana blowing this up, that's fine with me. It's fine with me. What are you gonna do about the 8/8? What does Simic do against hexproof 8/8s? Or not Simic, Bant. No, they might have a board wipe in there. Seems weird in a creature deck, but they could. Imoti. You have a wash away opponent? Sure. They're just gonna blow it up, but whatever. No attacks. Yeah, this is a good card. It's a very good card. We gotta draw a big mana spell. Gotta draw a big mana spell. They're eventually just gonna go wide enough that having an 8/8 won't matter. And they're gonna buff their team here. No attacks. Oh, perfect. So this is a 12 mana spell, just so you guys. Oh, come on. We sure. Is there anything in our grave? Oh, we could get Kiora Vested Sea God back. Yes, please. Or the Immortal Sun. I mean, they're just going to blow up both. I mean, this at least gives us some board presence, though. And a trigger off Imoti. No attacks. They could return Ghalta to my hand. Sure. One, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still have plenty of mana. Oh, and then return my Ghalta? No, return that. Could you please return my Ghalta? That would be nice. I think they're just going to bounce all my stuff back to my hand every turn, which is a bummer. So yeah. How about you start sacrificing some stuff? Put some stuff in the way. If you want to block with that thing, I would really appreciate it. Oh, they're just going to do it in response. Alright. Oops, I meant to say good game. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Pretty cool deck. Typically, I am not a Simic player, and this is kind of why. I feel like if you're playing an opponent that can create a board bigger than yours, you don't really have a lot of options for setting them back. You don't really have a lot of removal. You know, they have like mass bounce spells and stuff like that, but then they just replay it all and they get all the same enter the battlefield triggers and all that stuff all over again. So Simic, I know people like playing Simic, but I typically don't because of this reason. Unless you can overpower your opponent first, it's hard to get back in the game if you're already overpowered. Keep. Against Sithis. However, Imoti is one of those Simic commanders that can get you back in the game. I just don't think we were going to draw into an answer there. Let's brainstorm. Ramp, ramp, ramp. So, this is another deck that goes pretty wide, gets a pretty big board state. It's awkward having both of these. Although we can, yeah. If we get Imoti down next turn, we can Spark Double it, and then we can Glasspool Mimic the copy, and have 3 Emotis. But I just don't think our opponent's gonna allow us to get there. They usually have removal, like enchantment removal, with the you know, like Borrowed Time and all those. So we'll see. We'll get at least 1 trigger off Imoti next turn, and we'll see what they do. Sometimes they can't help themselves. They just want to play a bunch of enchantments, draw a bunch of cards, gain a bunch of life. I don't really blame them. You have no mana. Do you need to discard? Is that what you're doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, discarding. Okay. Do the thing. Sure. You have full control on opponent. You have no mana. I don't know what could have caused stick there. So they're probably going to remove Imoti. Looks like that's what they're doing. Or they're enchanting it. Can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Okay. I believe this is a triggered ability, not an activated ability, but we will find out. I believe an activated ability is one that you have to activate, and a triggered ability is when the definition of the card is met. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't do anything, except for keeping it from attacking and blocking, but that's fine with us. Ah, could have been better. Okay, allows us to ramp. We'll get an island. Oh, is it any land? Any land. Might as well. Because it's going to come... We can't do anything with the whatever mana we get anyway. Might as well get the value land. This allows us to seek a non-land card once. So next turn, do we have enough to do both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we have enough to do both. We can create 3 Emotis. So, if I understand that right, that would give us triple Cascade on every spell that's 6 mana or greater. As long as they don't remove Imoti here. Yeah, they're gonna remove Imoti. They realized their mistake. Oh! Oh no, they're not. They're gonna remove my mana rock? That's really weird. Oh, we also have this too. No blocks, I'll take 2. Maybe just trying to keep me from ramping, but still. We need to keep up on lands. Let's spark double first. And then we can Glasspool Mimic the copy. Would you like to remove one of them? We have to Glasspool Mimic the copy, because Glasspool Mimic says create a copy of target creature. So if we make a copy, then it's also legendary, and I'd have to sack one of them. But this says make a copy, and it's not legendary. So this is a copy of the copy. Pretty cool. Yeah, I would definitely get rid of one of them. Doesn't change the fact that it's still a copy. I would have liked to see triple Cascade, but I'm not even sure that's what's going to happen here. They all say the same thing, so it might just be that they all give the card Cascade. Come on. We could mill half their library and attack with a 6/4. We're going to unearth it. I guess we'll draw a card. Mill half your library. Thank you. A lot of good stuff in there. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. Get rid of all that crap. It's good to know that the unearth effect doesn't trigger Imoti, even though the card itself was 7 mana. Destiny Spinner. Can't be countered. Creature and enchantment spells you control can't be countered. No, what's this say? Target land you control becomes an XX elemental, where X is the number of enchantments you control. Cast out. Well, we didn't get to see triple Imoti, but if we draw a big spell next turn, we might be able to get back in this game, but it's not looking good. This card flew under the radar for the first couple of months, and now people are very aware of it, so they're just going to remove it at all costs. No blocks. I need all the mana, just in case I draw something really big. Come on, deck. Forest. Sick. I mean, I guess we can try that. Oh, that's not what I want. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance. Sure. There's a chance. Okay. Okay, deck. What are we getting rid of here? I think this one. And... Ooh. I think it has to be this one. Yeah. We couldn't hit multiple things. We should have probably done their commander, but I mean they can just replay it. They already are low on cards too, so 2 hits from Ulamog, and they don't have a library anymore. We also get to draw a card here. If our opponent doesn't scoop in response. Opponent. Hello? I'm imagining they like got frustrated and spilled coffee like all over their keyboard and they're like frantically cleaning it up or something. Bro, like this does not stop you from what you're doing. You still have 6 cards in hand with Sithis. Come on, you could easily get out of this. What? You scooped to that? Come on. Okay, we're gonna talk about this because this. Don't be this player. All right. Okay. Cool. I get an Uro, so I basically, you know, gain 3 life and draw a card. If I get a land card in my hand, I can put it on the battlefield. Big whoop, right? That doesn't really change what's going on their side of the board. Ulamog, you know, yeah, it gets rid of their Kami, which is annoying because this can come back from the graveyard, and it gets rid of, you know, this enchantment, so I get my Spark double back. I create a copy of Imoti. Okay, but still, I have an Ulamog. I have 2 Emotis. Uro is now in my graveyard. I don't even have enough cards to escape Uro. So all they have to do is draw one of these Borrowed Times or Cast Outs or any of these, and they can just exile Ulamog. And they have a bunch of them in the deck. I mean, I know their deck is, like, their library's small now, but they're still in a really good position. If this was me, I would have played it out. Just saying. Just saying. This is still a really good position. I in no way was guaranteed to win, and I'm at 12 life, and you're at 31. Anyway. Don't be that player. I know I almost scooped out of that game, but did I? No, I didn't. I didn't. I played. I did everything I could until I realized there was no way out, and I got lucky, but that's what happens in Magic the Gathering. Alright, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one.